Okay, besties, let's get into it. Grab your iced tea or iced coffee, pull out all your cute goodies from Shein, Amazon, DHgate, or even my Shopify store, and let's have a little girly FaceTime gossip moment. We're just chatting, sharing thoughts, opinions, and reactions based on what's been going around on the blogs and the internet. Everything here is alleged and for entertainment purposes only. We're keeping it friendly, fun, and super detailed just like we always do. And don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, babe. It helps the channel so much and it lets me know you're here vibing with me. Now, besties, let's talk because the internet has been buzzing and honestly a little concerned about this whole disturbing Wicked before and after situation. People have been analyzing the promo photos, behind the scenes clips, fan captured videos, and even red carpet appearances of Ariana Grande, Cynthia Erivo, and Yeoh, and the way people have been stitching, zooming in, zooming out, slowing down frames like this is a true crime investigation. Babe, it's a lot. So first of all, the fans started comparing the early Wicked teaser visuals to the newer footage, and that's where the whole disturbing before and after conversation came from. People were saying Ariana looked noticeably smaller, more fragile, and almost too delicate in some of the updated promo clips. And instead of focusing on the character of Grande, the internet did what the internet does. They started breaking down her appearance frame by frame like she's a science project. Some fans were genuinely worried, others were being messy, and some were saying it might just be extreme lighting, costuming, and the role she's playing. Then Cynthia Erivo's name started getting thrown into the mix. Not because she did anything wrong, but because people felt like her transformation for Elphaba looked more intense in the newer marketing than it did when filming wrapped. Folks online were like, why does she look different from the early behind-the-scenes photos? And bestie, the girls on TikTok were acting like they found hidden, deleted footage. People were making before and after collages saying the shading, the contouring, and even the prosthetics looked harsher in newer clips, raising all these unnecessary concerns when half of it could be just post-production edits. Yeoh didn't escape the conversation either. Some fans started saying her newer Wicked visuals made her look overly airbrushed or digitally softened, which had people asking if the studio went back in post and changed their original styling. So of course the internet reacted as if something dark was behind it. Like, bestie, I promise these Twitter detectives think every movie studio is hiding a scandal. But people truly started questioning whether the updated promotional footage was too edited or if something deeper was going on behind the scenes. A big part of the concern came from fans thinking the cast looked unhealthy or overworked compared to when they first started filming. And naturally, people began spinning that into theories about the production being stressful or too demanding on the actors. Some even went so far as to say certain cast members looked drained in the newer videos, even though we literally have no context for how long they were filming that day, what part of the movie they were shooting, or whether it was just the angle of the lighting. But you know how social media is. Once one video goes viral, everyone starts stitching, reacting, and making conspiracy-style edits. All you hear is, look at the eyes here. Why is the jawline different? This is not the same person we saw before. Bestie, sometimes the way these fans talk, you would think they're certified forensic experts. And all of this was happening while the cast is out doing press, smiling, promoting the movie, and acting completely normal. Then some drama channels started jumping in, saying the production might have undergone last-minute reshoots. That's what really fueled the before and after talk. But again, there was no real proof, just speculation. And you know how quickly speculation turns into rumors on social media. Once a few people said it, suddenly everyone thought they were noticing major differences in the cast's weight, makeup, posture, aura, everything. It went from observations to exaggerations. Real fast. There were also people bringing up Ariana's personal life, saying the breakup, the new relationship, and the constant media attention might have affected how she looked when the newer footage was taken. And bestie, that opened another wave of messy conversations that had nothing to do with Wicked at all. They started mixing real life with movie promo material, which always gets chaotic because people forget these actors are human beings, not cartoon characters where their appearance stays the same. Every scene. Cynthia's side of things also sparked debates. Fans were saying her newer appearances looked more exhausted, but then other fans clapped back like, she's literally finishing a major movie, doing Broadway-level vocals daily, and promoting other projects. So the fan base started fighting each other like it was a superhero movie. One side worried something was wrong, the other side annoyed that people were being dramatic. But the most unsettling part for fans was how different the lighting and special effects looked in the updated clips compared to the early leaks. That's when people started talking about whether the studio used heavy post-editing that changed the actors' faces or made the energy feel off. Again, all alleged, all speculation. But it was enough to make people start side-eyeing the production and asking if the movie had been rushed, delayed, fixed, or redone in certain areas. Overall, the before and after Wicked concern basically became this huge online snowball. What started as small observations turned into Reddit threads, TikTok deep dives, and fan edits making everything seem way more dramatic than it probably is. At the end of the day, these cast members are talented adults doing demanding work, and any little shift in appearance gets blown up online. But besties, the internet loves a mystery. And the way they've been dissecting these clips? Babe. They've turned Wicked promo into a whole thriller. Then besties. Things got even messier when a makeup artist on TikTok posted a breakdown explaining how movie lighting, HD lenses, and post-production color grading can totally change how a person looks, especially in fantasy films. They said Ariana's before and after differences could literally just be the result of Glinda's enchanted glow filter and some editorial softening. But of course, social media ignored the technical explanation and continued treating it like a secret Hollywood health crisis. Because facts? The internet doesn't always care about those, and you know the Stan Wars had to jump in. Ariana's fans started defending her, saying the criticism was giving body shaming in 4K, while others claimed they were just concerned. Meanwhile, Cynthia's fans were arguing that people were being biased because no one was dissecting the male casting members' appearances the same way. It turned into a whole discourse about double standards, editing expectations, and how women in Hollywood are always put under microscopic scrutiny. Michelle Yeoh's fans, though, babe, they were calm but firm. They were like, Michelle is 100% that woman. Please stop acting like she doesn't know exactly what she's doing. But even then, a few people kept insisting that the new clips made her look digitally adjusted, which sparked a side debate about AI editing in movies. Suddenly, everyone became experts on CGI, de-aging tech, and movie editing pipelines. They were linking charts, graphs, timelines, like this was a courtroom presentation. Then, a rumor dropped claiming that Universal allegedly brought in a second editing team late in the timeline to enhance visual consistency. And that's when fans lost their minds. People were saying that was the reason the cast looked so different from the original before clips. But again, babe, no confirmation, just vibes, theories, and someone's cousin's friend who claimed they heard it from someone who worked on set. You know how the internet be. Another angle that got traction was the idea that the cast may have been filming demanding scenes toward the end, meaning their appearance naturally reflected long work hours and heavy choreography. But instead of accepting that, viewers were making threads titled, "What happened to them between shooting?" As if Wicked was a horror movie production. Some people were even suggesting the film might have dark energy, which, let's be so serious for a second. That's how far the theory spiraled, bestie. And finally, fans started posting side-by-side comparisons not just of the actors, but of the overall tone of the footage. The early leaks looked whimsical and bright, while some newer clips looked moodier and more dramatic, which is normal in movies with multiple acts. But online, people turned this into a whole psychological breakdown. Why does this look darker? Why does this feel different? Is something wrong? Bestie, sometimes it's not a conspiracy. It's just editing. All right, besties, that's everything going on with this whole Wicked before and after situation. The internet definitely knows how to make a simple observation turn into a full sci-fi mystery. But as always, take everything with a grain of glitter. And speaking of glitter, don't forget to check out my press-on nails and lip gloss over at crossbeauty.net. If you want Glinda level shimmer or Elphaba level boldness, babe, I got you covered. Remember, you're magical, you're beautiful, and you don't need Hollywood lighting to shine. So besties, no matter what the blogs say or what TikTok is stitching today, we're keeping things fun, cute, and grounded over here. Celebrities change, editing changes, lighting changes, but you know what doesn't change? You being that girl. And if you want nails that last longer than a comment section argument, head over to crossbeauty.net and grab one of my signature press-on sets. Treat yourself, because self-care is never a luxury. It's a requirement. At the end of the day, these actors are human, and the internet always loves a mystery. But we're not spreading negativity over here, bestie. We're sipping our iced coffee, staying informed, and staying cute. Before you go, make sure you check out Cross Beauty for the cutest press-ons and glosses to keep your nails and lips poppin' while you scroll through the drama. And remember, protect your peace, mind your business, and stay beautiful inside and out. All right, babes, that's the tea for today. Wicked is giving drama on and off screen, but we're keeping it classy. On this channel, if you want to glow the way these stars do without any editing, slide over to crossbeauty.net and treat yourself to my handmade press-on sets and ultra smooth glosses. And bestie, don't let social media trick you into comparing yourself to unrealistic standards. You are enough as you are. Besties, thank you for hanging out with me and unpacking all this Wicked drama. We cover the speculation, the edits, the lighting, and the theories, but at the end of the day, let's keep everything light and entertaining. Make sure you hit like, comment, and subscribe, and don't forget to shop Cross Beauty for affordable glam that looks professionally done. Stay kind, stay confident, and remember, real beauty shines when you choose to be yourself. No filters needed.